The story of Esther isn't just about royalty, it's about courage that rose from the quietest place. Let's step into her world for a moment. Esther was a young Jewish woman living in Persia. Orphaned as a child, she was raised by her cousin Mordecai. Life changed dramatically when King Xerxes searched for a new queen, and Esther, against all odds, was chosen. But no one at the palace knew her true identity. She kept her heritage hidden, just as Mordecai advised. Then came the crisis. Haman, a powerful official, burned with hatred for the Jews, especially Mordecai, who refused to bow to him. Fueled by pride and rage, Haman convinced the king to sign a decree. On a certain day, all the Jews in the empire were to be destroyed. When Mordecai learned of it, he sent word to Esther, "You must go to the king, plead for your people." But it wasn't that simple. In Persia, no one, even the queen, could approach the king without being summoned. The punishment was death, unless the king extended his golden scepter. Esther knew the risk. Still, she also knew the weight of the moment, and she sent back her reply, "I will go to the king, and if I perish, I perish." 3 days later, dressed in royal robes, Esther entered the king's hall. Imagine the silence as she stepped into the throne room, every eye on her, the king's expression unreadable. And then, he extended the golden scepter. She lived. But Esther's courage didn't stop there. She invited the king and Haman to a banquet, and then another. At the second feast, she revealed the truth. "I am Jewish. My people are marked for destruction, and it is Haman who has plotted this." The room shifted. The king was furious. Haman's plan unraveled in an instant, and instead of the Jews, it was Haman who fell. Because Esther spoke up, the decree against her people was overturned. What was meant for destruction became a story of deliverance. Esther's courage didn't come from knowing the outcome. It came from stepping forward despite the risk. She reminds us that sometimes the bravest thing we can do is speak up when silence feels safer. Her story asks us quietly, when the moment comes, will we choose fear or courage?